Hi you guys, and welcome back if you're still staying in tune to my channel. Thanks for the support, well appreciated, all you guys. I'll try and get back to you on comments as much as I can. If I don't, no disrespect, a love art and a thumbs up is what I'm going to give you, because a lot of things are happening right now, too many things at once. So too many things are happening all at the same time. So it's like too many eggs in one basket. But I'm kind of balancing them, if you get my drift. Well, this next audio video that you're going to watch, because it's mainly audio, is going to be of a CD interview recording that I had with some police when I was maliciously arrested for some false accusation set by the teacher, and she's a head teacher and a deputy head teacher, and that all led from an individual that I really can't highlight right now. A few more months and I can tell you that story. That's a really long story. That's about a year's worth of information. So anyway, these two officers, you'll hear their names. One's DC Dawson and I think the other one's DC Meyer. They try and put me in a corner by asking me questions and writing it down their way. A head teacher made false accusation and tried to make them understand that, but they arrested me for something else. The false accusation was that I assaulted my wife. The false arrest, or the wrongful arrest, was for me assaulting the head teacher. So some technicality came about. I brought it to their attention. The head teacher needs to be shown that her conduct cannot continue. Let's say, for example, just quickly again. So I had this problem with the teacher for phoning the police on me. The teacher phoned the police on me. I went and complained when the police went away. You've seen the video. Pair of clowns or something like that, I think I've called it. The police went away. No further action. I went back the next day to complain, or to understand what the teacher, I didn't go to complain, forgive me. I went to go to the school to understand why the teacher done what she done. Because I felt it was misconduct in her. I felt it was negligence in not trying to find the two sides of the story. I felt a lot of things about it, but that's a different time. That's a different story. The content I'm putting on now is this. So the teacher was very condescending, very belittling, very patronizing, not really wanting to answer. She was treating us like we were the pupils of the school when we went to get the information. I've got that on audio. So I put that aside. When I told her, look, you're not conducting yourself properly, and I'm going to exhaust all my energy to let that be shown, so I'm going to complain about it. She then writ to the HR at the local council, and he writ back to me telling me I mustn't go back to the school. I'm like, well, what's he talking about? Isn't he going to try and get both sides of the story either? Just, is he going to act the same way she did? She didn't get both sides of the story, acted up for one. He's got some information, don't get both sides of the story and acting up for one. Is that how they're teaching people to be? No, you've got to get two sides of the story. Anyway, I wrote him back a lengthy letter that he didn't seem to respond very well. He wrote me back. He wrote me just the nearest available letter and put a paragraph in front of it talking about a ban. So the letter's really about banning somebody. In front of it, he put a short five-line paragraph to describe what the teacher had said to him, which was basically foolishness. I wrote him back a lengthy letter. He didn't respond until about 2 or 3 months later. When he did respond, I was quite annoyed with his response. It was not that of somebody in his status. He was the head of HR in the council. Alright. I then complained to the Board of Governors of the school. The Board of Governors took about 2 or 3 months to answer also. When they did answer, they threatened me, yeah, for libelous remarks about the head teacher. So that means they also didn't look into the situation to get the two sides of the story. So what's going on really with the education department? When I complained about the head teacher, so before I went to the Board of Governors, just after I got the information, the document, the letter from the HR, head of HR at the council, the head teacher also sent the social services to me. Now, if anybody's been in a situation with a head teacher, and they've been in a situation where they've had to tell their head teacher that they're going to complain about her, be very careful. The simplicity of it is this: if the teacher knows that you're going to complain, even if she doesn't know, if you complain against the teacher, but give her notice of that before you do so, she'll set the dogs on you. I say the dogs being the social services. I'm not going to go into it no more because I said I'm just going to give you a brief info of what this video is about. Listen to this video. This is a video, the audio video of when I got arrested and had to get released with no further action. Listen to this. Your colleague,
yeah,
this lady here,
yeah,
wants to continue after so that she can put this case forward to the CPS because she said she's night staff.
The interview is being recorded.
Can I talk to you for a second?
I think the interview's already started.
But I was speaking to you before I was told. I don't want to speak over the interview. I was starting to speak to you before I was told in the interview had started.
Okay.
That's why I said, can I say something to you? And you said, yeah.
Yeah, you can speak to me.
The interview's in.
That's all right. You can talk.
I ain't going to talk because no one ever said to me before I started to talk, the interview will commence now. The interview just took place while I was speaking to you. You just
pause,
crack on with the
pause
interview.
it.
No, there's no respect shown here.
Pause.
No.
Oh, you have to start, yes.
Yeah, you're telling me that. No problem. From I know that we're going to start, that's fine.
Right, the interview has started. Though the interview is now being recorded. My name is DC Meyer. I am attached to the safeguarding unit at Kingston Police Station. The other officer present is?
My name's Detective Constable Teresa Dawson, and I also work in the same department, the safeguarding unit, as my colleague here.
We are in interview room number 3 at Wandsworth Police Station. At this point, I would ask you to introduce yourself. We are interviewing.
My name is Colin.
And your surname, please?
My surname is...
Thank you. Can I get your date of birth and address, please?
Haven't you already got that? Or am I being, what's the word? Like an obstacle when I don't answer that?
No?
So do I have to answer that?
No, it's on the custody record.
I thought so. I thought you had mine, but on the custody paper, I thought you already had it.
We do.
That's why I said you've got that. It's the same as what you've got on the paper.
There are no other people present. The date is the 8th of October 2018. And the time is now 04:35 hours. And as I was discussing with you earlier, the interview is being recorded, and the discs will be made available for you should this be going to court. Do you understand that?
I understand that I can get a disc, yeah.
Okay. Now, when you arrived in custody, you were offered a solicitor, and you declined. Are you happy to go ahead with the interview without a solicitor being present?
Yes. I'm happy to go ahead with the interview without a solicitor being present.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Your right to a solicitor whilst you're in the police station is ongoing, so if you change your mind, that's fine. All you need to do is let us know. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that my right to have a solicitor might change during the interview.
No,
So
your right remains.
I might change my mind.
Yes, if you change your mind, that's fine.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Already I can tell that you don't speak like me and I don't speak like you. Our diction is completely different. I can tell that already. So how you assess what I say, it'd be nice to see. Because you don't understand how I speak. I can tell that already.
So, do you want to speak to a solicitor on the phone?
Like I've said, I'll repeat. No, I don't want to speak to a solicitor on the phone.
Okay,
Is that okay?
that's fine.
Good.
When you were arrested, you were cautioned. The caution is you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Now, at this point of the interview, I always explain the interview, just to make sure that you understand what it means, okay? First part is you don't have to answer questions. Do you understand that?
What I don't understand is every question you ask me if I understand. Is that part of the process?
Sometimes. Now, the last part is that if you do say anything that it may be given in evidence, that just means that the disc can be played in court, okay? Now, the middle part is that if you choose not to answer questions here, but then you later have something which you want to tell the court about what happened, then there's a possibility that they may wonder why you didn't tell me here.
I
All
kind
right?
of get it, you know. Now that I'm looking at you more, I'm kind of understanding the situation. It's always the same. One person's really nice, and there's another one that can get nice, and like schizophrenic. You seem to be that one. You seem nice sometimes, but that might be pretentious, is it? Because you seem like you can talk to me now, whereas before when I asked you something, you was quick to shut me down. No problem, I understand what you're saying. I'm just telling you I see what I see the picture here, because I already see that you cannot understand what I'm speaking about when I'm speaking.
Okay.
So I don't know how you're going to decipher what you're going to decipher when I speak.
Right, you were arrested this evening, yesterday evening, sorry, at 10:30 for an assault. You were arrested at your home address for an assault which took place in June. The allegation is that you assaulted your partner whilst you were at your children's school on Riverside Primary School, whilst you were talking to the head teacher.
Where's Riverside?
Oh, sorry, Riversdale Primary School.
Does it say Riversdale on the paper?
Yes, it said Riversdale.
So why did you say Riverside?
Because I misread it.
Can you not misread, please? Because you had long enough to stand up out there. I saw when you standing up going over the case. For you to make a simple mistake like that, it doesn't seem proper.
So tell me about Riverdale Primary School.
Tell you what about it?
You had a child who was attending there, is that correct?
I had a child that was kid. Well, you got to make your mind up, because sometimes you're telling me that the child's attending this school. Now you're saying I had a child. What do you exactly mean? So that I can answer your question.
So tell me about Riverdale Primary School.
I don't know nothing about Riverdale Primary School.
Did you have a child attending there?
Did I have a child attending there? Yes, I had a child attending Riversdale Primary School.
Okay. So tell me about that.
What? That's my child going to the school.
Okay, which year were they
Is
in?
it part of the charge that you might charge me with? My child.
No, but it's relevant to your
well, I don't know
presence
what
at
to
the
tell
school.
you. I don't know what to tell you about my child going to the school. If you ask direct questions, maybe I can tell you the answer. But my child used to attend the school, yes.
Excellent. So your child was there. What year were they in?
My child was, I think, in about year 5 in Riversdale Primary School.
Okay. What's your relationship like with the teaching staff?
I don't have a relationship with the teaching staff. I take my son to the school to go and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I pick him up from the school after he's finished learning.
Okay.
If there's any activities or festivities, then I might attend my child's input
Okay.
in that festivity or in that activity.
Okay. So is there did you ever have any reason to speak to the head teacher?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
tell you about that. I went to speak to the head teacher one day when I was in a problem with a neighbour, and the head teacher refused yeah, to assist. That's when I went to speak to the head teacher. I went to the head teacher and told the head teacher there's now CCTV